take the lead of every step I make, even if you tell my feet to wait. 'Cause where you are is where I wanna be. The depth of me is calling for the deep. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you.
Well, good morning, Lufkin Central and Online Worship Community. Jason Hollinger, the campus and community minister here. And for our time in Jesus and Coffee this morning, this Thursday morning, we are uh, jumping back into Matthew chapter 5, the Sermon on the Mount series that we've been doing. Today, we're going to be talking about verses 33 through 37, the oaths or vows. And so, as we do, we will read a little, issue a challenge, and send you on your way. So Matthew chapter 5, verses 33 through 37. Hear the word of the Lord. Again, you have heard that it was said to the people long ago, do not break your oath, but keep the oaths you have made to the Lord. But I tell you, do not swear at all, either by heaven, for it is God's throne, or by the earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. And do not swear by your head, for you cannot make even one hair white or black. Simply let your yes be yes and your no, no. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one. Okay, so just right off the bat, when I read this passage, there's a few things that jump out. Again, you've heard it was said long ago. Think back to the days of Moses. Of the Torah. The law that is given. And you make this vow, you make this promise. All these things, and even we'll get to kind of. Maybe in a way that how I see this connects to 1 Peter 3:21, but just kind of hold on to that on the back burner. He says to the people long ago, do not break your oath, but keep the oaths you have made to the Lord. And he says, but I tell you, don't swear at all. And he begins to list things. First, either by heaven where God is, where God's throne. But then he also says, or by the earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, the city of the great king, or swear by your hair. You can't you can't change the colors of your hair, right? And so he's saying, okay, first off, don't swear by God, because that is where God is, right? And then he says, and especially not by the earth or the different cities in it. God reigns over these, and if anything, you have the ruler of this, the liar of this earth, the one who roams around, and obviously, as it says, seeking who may devour, speaking about Satan. But he says essentially, let your yes be yes. None of this, I promise this, I promise all these things. Think of James 5:12. Above all, do not swear, not by heaven or by earth or by anything else. Let your yes be yes and your no be no, or you will be condemned. And in this section, it has to do with patience in suffering, all these things. Just above it, it says the Lord is full of compassion and mercy. It talks about be patient until the Lord's coming. I mentioned how 1 Peter 3:21. 1 Peter 3:21, it's he has just talked about Noah and the ark and the waters, all these things, and he says, and this water now, for us, how they were saved by it now, is a symbol of baptism, right? That baptism which now saves you, and he says it's a pledge of a good conscience toward God. This vow that you make to him. And there's one thing that I know I've always asked, and I know this is not unique to me, but I ask this question. I'll say, do you believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God, and He came and He lived and He died for you, and He went to the tomb, and on the third day rose again so that you could have life? Do you believe this? And the response is, if you believe it, yes. He says, let your yes be yes. God doesn't want our promises. He wants our hearts. And He doesn't just want our words. He doesn't just want our yes. He wants our life. He wants us to respond to Him, to live for Him every day, to give Him our devotion. So my challenge to you today is to make that vow to follow Him. Make that decision to surrender to Him, but not just in words, but in action. Not just in saying, this is what I'm going to do, but do it and be a difference maker and say, God, I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. Can't wait to hear and see how it goes. Have a great day. God bless.
I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. Your heart, your ways, show me your face, your song and your voice break through the noise. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. No, I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you, God. Whisper to me secrets of your heart, 'cause I want to discover all you are. I'm leaning into heaven for a glimpse, and I will partner with your presence here again. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. Your heart, your ways, show me your face, your song and your voice break through the noise. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. No, I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. Just want you, God. All that I see, be my everything. All that I dream, lay it at your feet. All that I am, falling on my knees. I surrender, I surrender. All that I see, be my everything. All that I dream, lay it at your feet. All that I am, falling on my knees. I surrender, I surrender. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. Just want you. Just want